Okay, everybody chant, please.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So we are hearing from the Sri Caitanya Charitamrita. Lord Caitanya is giving a class to Sanatan Goswami, his disciple. And we heard the beauty and sweetness of Krishna. So I have two more excerpts. This first one is called Kama-gayatri. Those who are initiated as Brahmanas in ISKCON, they chant this Kama-gayatri. No, I can't tell you what it is. No. But we chant it. But here's Lord Chaitanya's purport. This, I love reading this. Every time I read it, I become very happy. Lord Chaitanya said, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is identical with the Vedic hymn known as the Kama-gayatri. Identical. Which is composed of 24 and a half syllables. Those syllables are compared to moons that arise in Krishna. Thus, all three worlds are filled with desire. So here are the 24 and a half moons. The face of Krishna is the king of all moons, and the body of Krishna is the throne. Thus, the king governs a society of moons. Krishna has two cheeks that shine like glowing gems. Both are considered full moons. Krishna's forehead is considered half moon, and the spot of sandalwood there is considered full moon. Krishna's fingernails are many full moons, and they dance on the flute in his hands. Their song is the melody of that flute. Krishna's toenails are also many full moons, and they dance on the ground. Their song is the jingling of Krishna's ankle bells. Krishna's face is the enjoyer king, and that full moon makes Krishna's what kind of earrings? Exactly, shark-shaped. And his lotus eyes dance. Krishna's eyebrows are like bows, yes. And Krishna's eyes are like, no. What does a bow shoot? Arrows. And we heard that in the previous section. It was there. Krishna's ears are fixed on the string of that bow. And when Krishna's eyes spread to his ears, Krishna pierces the hearts of the gopis. This is why I love what we learn from Prabhupada. Where else are you going to find such detailed description of God? Where are you going to find it? Here's where you'll find it. Detailed descriptions of God. The dancing features of Krishna's face surpass all other full moons and expand the marketplace of full moons. Although priceless, the nectar of Krishna's face is distributed to everyone. All you have to do is what? That's right. Don't look at me. I'm not Krishna. Look at Krishna. Some purchase the moon rays of Krishna's sweet smiles, and others purchase the nectar of Krishna's lips. Who gets the nectar of Krishna's lips? The gopis. Thus Krishna pleases everyone. Now, Krishna's eyes are tinted what? Reddish. Who said that? Very good. Reddish. These are ministers of the king, and they subdue the pride of Cupid, who also has beautiful eyes. The face of Govinda, which is full of happiness, is the home of the pastimes of beauty, and is very pleasing to everyone's eyes. What's going on here? Govind? All right. I see. Pay attention. If by devotional service one gets the results of pious activities and sees Lord Krishna's face, what can he or she relish with only 2 eyes? One's greed and thirst increase twofold by seeing the nectarian face of Krishna. Due to one's inability to sufficiently drink that nectar, one becomes very unhappy and criticizes the Creator for not having given more than 2 eyes. That's how beautiful Krishna is. When the onlooker of Krishna's face becomes dissatisfied in this way, one thinks, why didn't the Creator give me thousands and millions of eyes? Why has he only given me 2? And even these 2 eyes are disturbed by blinking, which keeps me from continuously seeing Krishna's face. Thus one accuses the Creator of being dry and tasteless due to engaging in severe austerities. The Creator is only a dry manufacturer. He does not know how to create and set things in their proper places. The Creator says, let those who will see Krishna's beauty have only 2 eyes. Just see the lack of consideration exhibited by this person posing as a Creator. If the Creator took my advice, he would give me millions of eyes to see Krishna's face. If the Creator will accept this advice, then I would say he is competent in his work. The transcendental form of Lord Sri Krishna is compared to an ocean. A particularly extraordinary vision is the moon above that ocean, Sri Krishna's face. An even more extraordinary vision is Krishna's smile, which is sweeter than sweet and is like shining beams of moonlight. I have one more. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra. This final is called Krishna's Flute. That's why I picked this. This is such nectar. Lord Caitanya said, the sound of Krishna's flute spreads in 4 directions. Even though Krishna vibrates his flute within this universe, its sound pierces the universal covering and goes to the spiritual sky. Thus the vibration enters the ears of all inhabitants. It especially enters Goloka Vrindavan Dham and attracts the minds of the young damsels of Vrajabhumi, bringing them forcibly to where Krishna is present. Those who have read Krishna book or Bhagavatam, the night of the Rasa dance, the gopis were all doing different things, but as soon as they heard Krishna's flute, stopped everything. If they were eating, they ran. If they were taking care of their children, they ran. If they were taking a bath, they ran. They would put the bottom part of the dress on top, the top part on the bottom, and some of the gopis who were not so fortunate, their husbands or brothers or fathers stopped them, prevented them, and they gave up their bodies. But then they went to Krishna in their spiritual bodies. Whatever they were doing, they just dropped and ran. This proves that Krishna is all attractive. He is Krishna. Everybody say. That wasn't everybody. Krishna. All right, let's continue. The vibration of Krishna's flute is very aggressive, and it breaks the vows of all chaste women. Indeed, its vibration takes them forcibly from the laps of their husbands. The vibration of Krishna's flute attracts even the goddess of fortune in the Vaikuntha planets, to say nothing of the poor damsels of Vrindavan. Thus the gopis are forced to abandon their household duties and come before Lord Krishna in this way. All social etiquette, shame, and fear are vanquished. The vibration of Krishna's flute causes all women to dance. The vibration of Krishna's flute is just like a bird that creates a nest within the ears of the gopis and always remains prominent there, not allowing any other sound to enter their ears. Indeed, the gopis cannot hear anything else, nor are they able to concentrate on anything else, not even to give a suitable reply. Such are the effects of the vibration of Lord Krishna's flute. And in this section, when Prabhupada is commenting on this section, this part here, how the gopis, all they can do is hear and meditate that sound of Krishna's flute. They can't hear any other sound. That's all they hear. So Prabhupada writes, in the same way, can we imitate gopis? What if I put on a sari? No, I can't imitate Krishna. That's right. Cannot imitate. Krishna is not attracted by material dress. So, Prabhupada says, you can follow the gopis. How? Because the sound of Krishna's flute is within the sound of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Everybody chant.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
So just as the gopis are always meditating on the sound of Krishna's flute, we can follow by always meditating on the sound of the Hare Krishna Maha, because you cannot buy the sound of Krishna's flute. It's not available on Amazon.com. No, you cannot buy it. You cannot get it on your iPod. Prabhu, I have the sound. No, you don't have it, because it's not a material thing. It's completely spiritual, transcendental. But there is a way to hear the sound of Krishna's flute, and that way is to constantly meditate on the sound of the Hare Krishna mantra, because that's where it's hiding. The sound of Krishna's flute is hiding within that Maha Mantra. And you have to simply chant it without offense, purely, and you have to chant 24/7, 52, 108. Keep chanting, keep chanting. Everybody chant this Maha Mantra.